So Real Acquisitions is a 9-year-old company. We were founded in 2009, launched in 2010, and we are the largest source of off-market deals in Texas. We operate in 4 major metro areas, which is Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, and of course, Austin. And what we provide is essentially access to distressed properties. Now, if I were to ask you, how many of you guys actually invest in buying or selling single-family, multifamily, or essentially real estate? Can I see a show of hands? Okay. The rest of you note investors? So between note investors and actually buying and selling assets, that covers the room. Here's what we guys do, essentially. We provide you access to people that are 2 to 5 years away from being on a foreclosure or a MLS list. Let me let that sink for a second. 2 to 5 years away from being on a foreclosure or MLS list. How do you think we do that? Because people don't suddenly show up on the MLS. People don't suddenly show up on the foreclosure list. There are signs. For example, did you know that people who have a $2,000 HOA lien have a 57% statistical probability, 57% chance that they will show up on a foreclosure list within 2 years? Did you know that if you have unpaid medical bills of more than $5,000, you have a 90% chance that you will be on a foreclosure list within 12 months? And that's the kind of data, that's the kind of intelligence that we provide. Is that funny yet? Okay. If you're a note investor, you must sit here and think, well, what has that got to do with me? I'm not buying these homes, I'm not selling these homes. How many of you note investors sometimes have been in the dark when someone comes to you and says, this house is worth $150,000, and you're completely in the blind. You do not know what the value of the asset is. You do not know what are the liens on the property. You have no idea on the title history of the property. Real Acquisitions provides access to live comps and access to live title searches. You can go in, pull up any property in these 4 metro areas that I mentioned, and pull up your live comps, live rental comps, live sales comps, as well as live title to see when you're loaning money, lending money to the wholesaler, to the investor who's putting this collateral for your money in the IRA, that money is safe and secure, okay? But to show you the power of Real Acquisitions, I'll end with this, and then I'll bring up my friend. Come on up, Russ. We'll actually be able to show you exactly what Real Acquisitions does. I'll end with this. Have you heard that reaching out to people that are absentee owners, for example, is a good list? Have you heard that? Okay. Let's take an example. If you were to make an educated guess in, let's say, one of the largest counties in the nation, which is Harris County, Houston, how many absentee owners would you think are there in that list? Rough estimates. About half a million people who are in that list. And I've met tons and tons and tons of investors who send direct mail to these 500,000 people. In fact, my wife and I own a bunch of single-family real estate, and we receive these letters all the time. But let me ask you this, and think about this. If I can reach out to these people who are absentee owners, who have 10 years or more of ownership, who have been trying to sell their property for the last 12 months and have not been able to successfully done that on the MLS, who are currently in an active tax delinquency because they can't afford their property taxes, and I combine all of these 4 criteria, how many do you think I come down to? 212. Live as of this morning, 5 minutes before I came here. Is that a better list than that 500,000? If you're spending your marketing dollars, would reaching out to these 212 people 15 different ways, sending them multiple direct mail, like you heard from the panel in the morning, sending them a text message, reaching out on their Facebook profile, sending them a voicemail on their home number, would that give you a much, much, much better rate of return on acquisitions? That's what Real Acquisitions does, guys. By the way, all these things that I mentioned, cell phones, landlines, emails. We provide all of that to you with one click, okay? To see these things in action, please help me welcome my good friend, Mr. Ross Alex.
Good afternoon, everybody. Come on, we can do a little bit of that. Good afternoon, everybody. Awesome. I love the energy. Guys, I only have a few minutes, but I really do want to show you the power of real acquisitions and give you an inside look. So if we can go ahead and just cue up this video, that would be great. All right, so this is our homepage here. This is what everybody sees when they visit RA.com. Now, here we go into the back office. And this is literally going to happen in 4 minutes, guys. I'm going to hit select the list. Here's our quick list. These are all of our active lead types. When you go to the custom list search feature, you're going to be brought to this map. Now, this allows you to get really, really specific. For those of you that are doing your own marketing, I'm sure you know that the more specific you can be, the higher conversions you are going to get. I know this says Houston, but this does work in the entire DFW metro area. So you guys can use it if you're here. Even if you're out of state, you can use it to do some virtual deals. So what I want to do is I want to select the pre-foreclosure list. And we do have many, many different lead sources, but this one seems to be a very popular favorite option lead source. A lot of people. Has anyone ever bought a pre-foreclosure deal? Raise your hand. Yes, few people? Okay, awesome. All right, so when you do that, you're going to be brought back to your office. We have that list now. It's all saved. And I can do a few things, a few marketing actions. Number one, I can go ahead and download this list. It'll download to any device, your iPad, iPhone, or your computer by hitting that download button right there. And when you do, you're going to be brought up a Excel file of all the leads, guys. Literally, this is unlimited for our users. You can download 10,000, 20,000, 500. It doesn't matter. And it has all of the information you need. Property address, owner's address, whether it's in-state, out-of-state, appraisal values from CAD, all of that information is going to be right there. And you can go ahead and start driving for dollars. You can start marketing to these properties however you choose. And for those of you that do direct mail, you can hit that little mail icon there, and you're going to be brought to our direct mail service. This allows you to download and create your own direct mail, mail it out yourself, or use our in-house mailing service. You can choose from any of our templates that we have, or you can upload your own and get custom and have those pieces say whatever you like them to say. We have many different letters for different situations, like foreclosures, private lenders, probates. And we found that they are super, super high converting marketing pieces that we use in our business. But we can even take it a step further. For those of you that are wholesaling or fixing and flipping, if you had access to as many cell phone numbers of potential motivated sellers in the areas that you're interested in, would you guys agree that you would just do more deals? Yes, absolutely. So we actually have a feature in RA that pulls sellers' cell phone numbers, social profiles, emails, and current addresses. And this is something that I use in my personal business. I go in, I find the leads that I'm looking for. For example, I like to look for out-of-state owners that are also tax delinquent, that are also, going through a divorce. And I get that list and I start skip tracing it. We call it power trace. There's that option right there. And I'm going to show you guys just how simple it is. You select any lead that you want. You can do a bulk search or one by one. You can search, just manually. And you're going to go ahead and be able to obtain all of that information. This is just our 360-degree view page here where you can pull comps and things of that nature, see photos of the property. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what the power trace looks like in just a second. And guys, this is all unlimited for you guys, that want to go ahead and, give it a try. You can save these comps, download them. You can email them. It's totally up to you. And they're actually updated each and every single day. This is live MLS data. So going back to the power trace, I'm going to go ahead and select that. There's a button right there that says create power trace. We have two options, a 5-star double verified and also a 3-star service. I'm going to name it, hit create and start. It's then going to go into like a 2 to 3 minute queue. And in just like a minute or two, guys, you're going to get the live data. This is yours to keep. So we actually have for you guys here today in the room a 14-day free trial. Okay, it's absolutely free. Just for getting the free trial, you're going to get 140 motivated seller leads in your area of choice. And you also have unlimited access to our system. You can test it out, try it out, and it's absolutely risk-free. So if anybody would like a trial and give it a try, we actually have some flyers that tell you exactly how to do it. We have some really cool bonuses as well for those of you that do want a trial. So where are those flyers at? Yeah, we actually have them in the back. If anybody does want one, just grab one of those flyers. You'll get access. You'll get hooked up. There's the data right there, guys. How cool is that? We have email, cell phone numbers ready to go for you guys. I want to thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, guys. Thanks for your time.